Don't move to Arlington, Virginia until you know this. You see, everyone says it's one of the best places to live in Northern Virginia, but if you want a backyard, easy parking, or a modern floor plan, you may end up frustrated. In this video, I'll show you who Arlington's perfect for and who may regret moving here and where to look instead if the trade-offs aren't working for you. By the way, if we haven't met, I'm Norm. I help buyers, sellers, and investors make smart real estate decisions across all of Arlington and Northern Virginia. My goal with this channel is to give you the honest local insight you need before making a move. So let's get started. Before we talk about neighborhoods, schools, and housing prices, let's answer the most important question. Who is Arlington actually best for? You see, Arlington tends to be a great fit for people who value convenience. If you want to be close to Washington, D.C., major employers, airports, restaurants, entertainment, public transportation, or if schools are important, Arlington is hard to beat. Many residents can walk to coffee shops, grocery stores, restaurants, parks, and even work on a daily basis. For the professional who commutes into DC or Tysons, Arlington offers some of the shortest commute times in the entire region. So it's a popular choice for people who want that active lifestyle. Whether it's biking the WNOD trail or spending time in neighborhood parks, attending local events, or simply walking to dinner instead of driving, Arlington offers a lifestyle that many people are looking for specifically. So that's a huge quality of life advantage. You see, instead of spending your time in the car or the metro, you get your time back. Time you can spend with family, friends, or even on yourself. In neighborhoods like Clarendon, Ballston, Virginia Square, Roslyn, and Crystal City, those have become incredibly desirable because residents can accomplish much of their daily routine without getting in a car. Families are drawn here because of the strong public school system. There's also a variety of youth activities, think sports, access to libraries, strong sense of community, and Arlington schools are a major reason many families consider this area. The schools tend to have a strong reputation, and that's across all of Northern Virginia, the entire state, many parts of the country. And for many buyers, Arlington offers something that's difficult to find elsewhere, and that's that blend of urban convenience and suburban living. It's a unique mix of urban convenience, residential neighborhoods. You can have a lively restaurant scene just a few blocks away while still living on a quiet, tree-lined street. And finally, Arlington consistently attracts investment, redevelopment, and strong buyer demand, which has historically helped support property values over time. But now let's talk about the downsides, because every place has them, and the biggest challenge here for buyers, it's the price. Arlington is one of the most expensive housing markets in Northern Virginia, in the entire country for that matter. Many buyers are surprised at how much less house they get compared to nearby areas like Fairfax, Springfield, Burke, or parts of Western Fairfax County. The second challenge is the lot size and housing options. If you're dreaming of a large backyard, a 3-car garage, and plenty of space between you and your neighbor, Arlington may not be the best option. Many times clients from out of the area hear about Arlington and they want to be here in Arlington, then those same buyers find out some of the trade-offs. For example, you may want a bathroom ensuite to your primary bedroom. Those don't always exist at every price point. Much of the housing inventory was built around 1950, and that floor plan just wasn't popular during those days. So a bathroom on the main level, maybe. Another time you might see limited supply and housing opportunities. You see, there's not a lot of new construction here in Arlington. Most of the land already has something built on it, and there are no big developments coming in, like a brand new subdivision. That's not happening. New construction here is top tier. It's gorgeous, and we do have it. Those homes come online through the tear down and build new construction process. And many of the homes sit on relatively small lots compared to the surrounding suburban communities out in Fairfax. because you will see and hear your neighbors. The other thing is this, traffic can be frustrating. While Arlington offers great access to major roads, I-95, 66, and other options for transit, those same advantages, they attract a lot of people. And rush hour congestion is no joke. It can be significant. It can affect your commuter routes that you take. You could be affected by schools, school buses, what's in session, what's in season. And don't forget, this is a tourist hotspot. The tourism here is no joke. There's a lot of folks visiting Arlington and the Washington, D.C. area. They want to see Arlington National Cemetery, the Pentagon, and more of those landmarks. They bring in a ton of visitors. Those folks may be unfamiliar with the local roads and driving in urban areas. Not to mention, we have motorcades occasionally where traffic is stopped, blocked for something unique, like a motorcade or a VIP coming through town. So whether it's the president or the head of state, get ready for some unique traffic patterns. Those road closures are common, and take note, there's also a lot of bicycle and pedestrian foot traffic in the urban corridors. Keep a lookout. Parking can also be a challenge here in some neighborhoods, particularly in the more urban areas. Parking often comes at a cost. So whether you're parking at a meter, a parking garage, plan on some type of charge, plan on time to find parking when you're setting your schedule. And when is the last time you tried parallel parking? Get ready to pick that skill back up. So if you're buying a home, the competition can be intense. You see, these desirable properties, they often attract multiple offers, and buyers need to be prepared to move quickly when the right opportunity appears. This is often a competitive buying environment. You're going to be competing with other buyers, and that's driving the home prices higher and higher and higher. As a buyer, you're often up against multiple offers, competing with cash buyers, offer deadlines, limited inventory. So if your top priority is getting the most house for your money, Arlington may not be the best fit. You can often find significantly larger homes, larger lots, and newer construction further from this urban core. So if you prefer a quieter suburban environment with less density, fewer people, there may be better options elsewhere here in Northern Virginia. So if your daily life doesn't require access to DC or a metro station, Arlington's amenities, well, you might find yourself paying for a premium for benefits you don't really use. And at the end of the day, Arlington isn't about getting the biggest house. You're buying into a lifestyle here. For some people, that lifestyle is exactly what they've been searching for. And then of course, for others, it simply doesn't justify the cost. The goal here isn't to convince you that Arlington is the best place to live. The goal here is to help you determine whether it's the best place for you. Where should you look instead? This is the question many buyers ask me. I get it all the time. If you love the idea of Arlington, but I want a little more space and a slightly quieter environment, take a serious look at Falls Church City. You see, Falls Church City offers a strong sense of community, excellent schools, walkability in many areas, and a charming small town feel while still providing quick access to Arlington, Washington, D.C. Now, another community worth considering is Vienna, Virginia. Vienna is in Fairfax County, so it's just south of Tyson's Corner, McLean. It's just to the west of Arlington, and it tends to offer larger lots, more traditional suburban neighborhoods. It has a vibrant downtown area, excellent schools, and a strong sense of community atmosphere. Many buyers who initially focus on Arlington eventually discover that Vienna or Falls Church City, it gives them the lifestyle they want while also getting a little more breathing room. So if Arlington sounds close, but maybe not quite right, my next video will compare Arlington to Falls Church City so you can see which one fits your lifestyle better. And if you're considering a move to Northern Virginia, comment down below with 2 areas that you're comparing, and I may cover them on a future video. This is Norm O'Neill. I'll see you on the next one.